Mickey Show.
What the freak? Where's my picture? I was gone. How's everybody doing? Good morning and welcome back to another episode of Overtime with Beardo. Hopefully you guys are having a great start to your weekend. We got Christmas next week. Good to see you guys here. We did miss last week. We missed last week. We went golfing. We were golfing with X-Wing and Lee. And I thought that there might have been an opportunity to live stream from the golf course, but it just wasn't that kind of golf course. It wasn't that kind of course. This was a nice place, a nice fancy golf course. And I'm like, this isn't really the time and place to pull up a live stream while we're golfing. Plus, you know, we were catching up to the people in front of us. We were being pinched from the group behind us. So I didn't really have time to sit there and fiddle around with trying to set up the live stream and the gimbal and everything with the microphones. So it didn't really work. So I'm just going to have to tell X-Wing we can't golf on the weekends. Can't golf on the weekends. We're going to have to golf on like a Friday or something like that. When it's slow, it's the middle of the week. You know, it'll be easier to go golfing on a Friday than a Saturday. That way I don't have to miss on Overtime with Beardo, because I hate missing this show. I hate missing. But yeah, boys. I mean, what's going on with me? Let me think. What have I been doing? I saw Avatar Thursday night. I liked it. Avatar 3. What course did you play? I couldn't even remember the name of it. I can't even remember the name of it. I can tell you it was a $100 course though. $100 course. Yeah, it was fancy. It was fancy, boys. Florida's got a lot of golf courses. You got your shit dirt tracks, your 9 holes only, your nicer ones, you know, middle of the road, 50, 60, and then you got like your 100s, 200s, 300s, like $600 fucking dollar courses in Florida. It was a $100 course, by the way. It was a $100 course, by the way. Yeah. Good morning, Jose Taco. Let's say what's up to the chat. B-Man, what's up, B-Man? Marc-Andre Roy, Jose Taco, Richard Dower, Night Saber. Good to see you guys. Good morning. Who else is here? Random Ray, Elite Super Grunt, Dingus, IKEA Boy, Taka, Dingus. Good to see you guys. Good morning. Jose Taco says, I get a really deep discount at the Disney courses. I've heard there's some good ones. There's some good ones at Disney. This was not a Disney course. But it was a $100 course, and it was nice. It was nice. So me and Lee played a 2-man scramble versus X-Wing alone by himself. And I don't remember the final score. I think after the turn, when we hit the back 9, we weren't really keeping score anymore. We were just kind of just fucking around and having fun. But it was cool, man. It was cool. My driver started to wake up on the back 9. My driver is my worst club. I'm terrible with the freaking driver. Terrible. I can never get that son of a bitch to go straight. But then Lee gave me some advices. He gave me some advices on the driver. And then I tried to, you know, implement these advices throughout the day. And then on the back 9, it started to wake up, and I was out driving both X-Wing and Lee. I was going full Bryson DeChambeau, just fucking sailing it dead straight. But that was fun. Golf was fun last week, but I did miss streaming Overtime with Beardo last Saturday. So that's what we did last Saturday. So sorry we weren't here on Saturday, but we're here today, boys. We're here today. We saw Avatar on Thursday. I really liked it. We gave our full spoiler review last night on Jay's Monday Hangover channel, which we didn't do it on a Monday. We did it on a Friday. It was Jay, Mo, me, Blaine, Joe Rosie, and Jonas Campbell. We were on Jay's show last night doing the full Avatar spoiler review. So if you guys have seen it, you guys can go over to Criticalist and leave your review, because a lot of us here in the 199 have given our reviews over on Criticalist. B-Man is not happy. B-Man is not happy with my 92%. He says that's too high. I wasn't the only one that was giving it high scores. Okay. Hey, what up, Mozambique? He says, hail, Beardo, play of the month on Fortnite last night, by the way. I did have a pretty awesome clutch on Fortnite last night. An awesome clutch. And if Jeremy ever tries to rub it in my face, the several times, 2 times, it's ever happened where I have choked and fumbled the bag when I was the last one standing and died. Okay. Last night, I had maybe the most clutch dub in Fortnite history. Should we try to play it? Should we try to find it? We might be able to. Why not? Why not? Let's try to find it. Let's see here. Let's see if I can find the exact moment. Here we go. Here we go. Here we are. All right, boys. Let's go ahead and if you guys weren't watching the live stream last night, here we go. Boom. Here we go. All right, so there's 7 people left. Drunk 3PO just went down. Mozamboni's been dead. I'll rewind it just a little bit. Here we go. Trying to get a clean shot.
Put a 50 on you.
Okay. You gotta move.
Last team.
Oh, nailed him. Nailed the guy. Knocked the guy north on the side of the road.
They're all weak. But one's a super powered. The alien super powered. So Mo just went down.
Somebody just jumped up here and I just got wrecked.
Jay's down.
There's
Mo's
people right
down.
above us too. There's people right above us. This
He's
is a
in the
bad
storm.
spot.
How is he still alive?
Mother.
So
Yeah.
Joe just went down, so I'm the only one that's still alive here.
3 teams left?
With
Whose
4
idea was
people.
this? What do you mean?
4
Fortnite, or
people.
is that what we did?
Not including me.
I don't know.
No.
I'm the 5th.
There's a lot of
Facing 2 other teams.
Oh, nice shots.
I did miss trying to end this guy. I was trying to end him, but I missed every single fucking shot. So I just decided they're gonna get him up. Here, you can hear me and Jay both have the same reaction. Gosh damn it! They're gonna get him up. I just decided to shoot out the rock. Like, you know what? Let's shoot out this rock.
Oh, they're getting shot at. They're getting double teamed.
Nice.
Take advantage of it. The guy up on the hill is probably a
third
solo.
party.
The guy on the hill is a solo.
I'm looking for the guy on the hill, the solo.
Okay, so now he's toast. The guy, the solo got cooked by the storm. You gotta end these guys. Yeah. Oh, what? Okay.
Oh my god.
One more, Beardo.
Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah! That's how you win the game.
Bear the fucking Beardo! no. I'm the best
That's
ever
not-
fucking was. Who do you think you are? I am. I'm the 9-time Pokemon League champion. I'm the best I ever fucking was. Put some gosh damn respect to my name. Merry Christmas. Hallelujah. God bless your family.
Someone clip that for him.
High
I
Tide,
helped
where are you
everybody.
at, sir?
High time. Do your
Drop,
thing.
drop the blunt.
Hey,
Switch
Billy,
up
that
the
was
endings
that
out
was
there.
unbelievably awesome.
That was
That was fun. That was fun. Where's this? Where is this? Why am I not here? But there we go. I need to get rid of this one. This one doesn't make any sense. I need to only do this one. That was fun, man. That was fun. I would say good job at that tantrum at the end. Takes it away. No, that's not a tantrum. That was like a war cry. That was, come on. That's what made it epic. That's what made it epic, was my speech at the end. What up, Sherry? Good to see you, Sherry. But yes, I did have a pretty clutch dub in Fortnite last night. Maybe the most clutch Fortnite dub in history that the world has ever seen. Likely. Very likely. Thundarius with a 15 month says, for Beardo's morning dump, I did take a massive Titanic dump this morning, right before the show. I started drinking some coffee. I popped in my Zins, and that is a perfect combination for needing to force a morning dump. Mozambique Bonus says Jay's rocket launcher win was the best because he did it through a horrendous streaming setup. This is true. This is true. Jay's rocket launcher win was pretty freaking awesome as well. Yeah. Packers gonna butt duck the Bears tonight. Go Pack, go. Shit, I sure fucking hope so. I forget who I picked. I think I picked the Bears. But I would be happy if the Packers beat the Bears, just so I can grief Ryan tomorrow morning on Sports Wars. But I think I picked the Bears. And then who do the Eagles play tonight? The Eagles, are they playing the Cowboys? Who do the Eagles play tonight? No, Redskins. Eagles at Redskins. Packers at Bears. So I got the Eagles in the 5 o'clock game. And I think I have the Bears at night. And I probably will. Jose Taco says, yes, you picked the Bears and the Eagles. Perfect. Bears and the Eagles. Yeah, Alabama won. Alabama wound up coming back. Alabama was down last night for a bit, but then wound up coming back. We also had a fight last night. We had a fight. Anthony Joshua, Jake Paul. I know that nobody really cares about Jake Paul anymore. I think the mysticalness, does that make sense, of like the whole YouTuber Jake Paul thing? Like it's kind of died off. And I think he knows that, because after he got his ass fucking handed to him last night. Yeah, that's right. Double broken jaw. It wasn't a fight. It was an ass beating. It was a fucking ass beating. He did last 6 rounds. He lasted 6 rounds, but he got his fucking ass whooped. And he was trying to take down. He was trying to tackle him, dude. This isn't fucking wrestling. This isn't UFC. This isn't martial arts. This is boxing. And the announcers, I forget who was calling the fight, but they were getting pissed. They were getting pissed at Jake Paul. I mean, let's look at it. Jake Paul's like what, 6 foot, 6'1". Anthony Joshua's 6'6". Okay, this guy's towering over him. Anthony Joshua, who is a very decorated fighter for a long time. Okay, Jake Paul had no business getting in the ring with Anthony Joshua. This is really only the second time that Jake Paul has fought a legit boxer. The second time. The first time was Tommy Fury, and he also got his ass kicked by Tommy Fury. And then now he's stepping in, with Anthony Joshua. Oh my God. And Marc-Andre Roy's right. Joshua looked like he was 6'9" next to Jake Paul. You're telling me, dude. You're telling me. Jake Paul's like 6 foot. Let's be honest. I mean, they pad their stats a little bit. Jake Paul, realistically, is probably about 6 foot. Anthony Joshua's like 6'6", 6'7". This dude is a fucking monster. And Anthony Joshua just beat the living shit out of Jake Paul. But Jake Paul was getting away with some stuff, man. He was falling down, trying to go at the ankles, trying to take down, like, in a last-ditch effort. It was like his natural reflexes were kicking in, and his training was falling apart, and he was just going to the ground, trying to fucking tackle Anthony Joshua. And the announcers were getting pissed. And then eventually the ref was like, all right, you need to fucking stop this. And then the announcers were like, thank God, because this is ridiculous. Jake Paul just falling to the ground trying to fucking, take down Joshua to the canvas. I'm like, what are we fucking doing here, man? What are we doing here? But then, yes, eventually in the 5th and 6th round, Joshua was getting some clean knockdowns on Jake Paul, and then just fucking knocked him out. Like, he didn't knock him out cold, but stunned him. Big fucking right hand to the jaw. Jake Paul does have a double broken jaw, and he was out for the count. So he knocked him out on the count. And holy shit, what a fucking beatdown. But Jake Paul lost all of his fucking technique. All of his training and technique went out the window once he got fucking punched in the mouth early in that fight. I would say probably, chat, what was it? If you guys watched it, it was probably like starting in the 3rd round is when Jake Paul was going to the ground and fell down trying to tackle Anthony Joshua, and the announcers were just getting so fucking pissed. They were getting heated. But I think that's what we were all looking for. We were all looking to finally, when is this guy going to get his fucking ass kicked? Because we all know that he's not a real boxer. We all know that this is just a show. He's putting on a show. He's an entertainer. That's what he's been doing. He's making a lot of money for Netflix because his past, 2 or 3 fights have been on Netflix. They're making a lot of fucking money on Netflix. He's a good promoter and a good entertainer. He knows what he's doing. He knows that people hate him, and people are watching because they want to see him get knocked the fuck out. And that's exactly what happened. People got their money's worth last night. Whether you're going to the fight or if you were watching on Netflix, you got what you wanted. Jake Paul got knocked the fuck out. And yes, there was some other fights last night, like Anderson Silva and Tyron Woodley. Tyrod Woodley. I don't fucking know his first name. Anderson Silva did knock him out. Oh yeah, it was nice. It was nice seeing Jake Paul get knocked spark out last night. That was fun. And then he said it. Jake Paul said it. I got a double broken jaw. Clearly, I need to work on my conditioning. I need to work on my endurance. I'm done for a while. Jake Paul said, I'm done. I don't know the next time that Jake Paul's going to fight. He said, I don't know. I don't know the next time I'm going to fight. I need to work on some stuff. Because you saw Anthony Joshua at the, not the end of the 6th round, but when the fight ended in the 6th round. He looked good. Dude. This guy's conditioning is unbelievable. He looked just as good in the 6th round as he did in the 1st round. Where Jake Paul was just falling apart, man. All technique. He wasn't keeping his hands up. His hands were low. He was just trying to throw haymakers. And Anthony Joshua just, was a legit boxer. He'd been doing this since he was a fucking kid. Never lost his technique. Never lost his form. Was hardly fucking out of breath. Like, Jake Paul was gassed. And you did not see Anthony Joshua just nothing, dude. Nothing. Just cool, man. Anthony Joshua was cool the entire time. Beardo versus Jake Paul, Christmas 2026. I'm too old. I think I'm a little too old for that. But thank you. Thank you. Jake Paul would probably kick my fucking ass. Let's be honest. He probably would. I think I could probably go 2 or 3 rounds with Jake Paul, but he'd put me on the fucking floor. He would. I'll be honest. I'll be honest. All right. We do have, look at this, boys. Metal Slave with a 20 gifted FearTheBeardo memberships. Thank you, Metal Slave, for the 20. Metal Slave been popping in and on all the streams recently and just 20 gifted. 20 gifted. 20 gifted. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Thank you, Metal Slave, for the 20 gifted. You love to see it. And Bebop with a 20 says, "You're my 5th most watched streamer in 2025. Merry Christmas, Beardo." Hey, Merry Christmas to you, Bebop. Thank you. Thank you. $20, Bebop. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. You're only 3 years older than me. Am I old now? No, you're not old. You're a lady, Ladybug. You're a woman. It's different. It's different. You'll be young forever. But I'm 30. I'm 30 and I'm old. I'm an old man. Okay. I'm an old man. Merry Christmas, Beardo. Hey, Merry Christmas to you, Decrepit. Merry Christmas. No, Jake Paul would kick my fucking ass. Let's just be honest. And he's been training. Jake Paul's been training for like what? At this point, 6 years. 6 years he's been training consistently. Now I'm not sure about his diet and his nutrition choices as far as drugs and booze and stuff. I don't know what he's doing. He's a fucking multimillionaire. So, and he lives that party lifestyle. Jake Paul lives that party lifestyle. Listen, I'm not accusing, I'm not saying he's for sure, but I'm just saying I would not be surprised. He lives that party lifestyle. He's probably, doing some drugs, doing the alcohol and stuff. So as far as his diet and nutrition goes, I'm not sure about it. But as far as his training, dude's been training hard for 6 years. At least, minimum. He's been training real hard. So yeah, Jake Paul, he's got some time down while he heals. Who, Jake Paul? He's got some time down while he heals. Yeah, which is even more time. Well, for him to do, the drugs and the alcohol. What's the saying? That goes? Laziness or free time. What is it? Laziness is the devil's plaything, or free time is the devil's plaything. What's the saying? It's something like that. Something similar to that. But yes, idle hands is the devil's workshop. There you go. Idle hands are the devil's workshop. Thank you. Yeah, so, but I don't think Jake Paul will ever be a real legit boxer. He started too late, and that's just how the game goes. That's how boxing goes. Like these guys, like Tyson Fury, Tommy Fury, Anthony Joshua, the Klitschko's back in the day. I mean, you can look at Floyd Mayweather. Love him or hate him, Floyd Mayweather, one of the best boxers of all time. These guys started when they were like kids, when they were like 7 years old. They're in the gym getting that technique to the point now they have several thousand hours logged in. Tens of thousands of hours logged in, getting those, it's the muscle memory where it's second nature to them. But Jake Paul, he's been doing it for 6 years. You can see where Lennox Lewis, yeah. You can see where when Jake Paul is getting punched in the mouth, the technique goes away and he reverts back to just, survival mode, where these boxers, legit boxers, when they get punched in the mouth, they still keep their technique. Triple G, Canelo. Yeah. Thundergold says, "Hey Beardo, I started uploading videos to my channel reviewing movies. Thank you. Thanks to you. Oh, thank you to why? Maybe thanks to you. I don't know. But hey, good luck, man. Good luck. How you doing, Chelsea M? Good morning, Chelsea. Thank you. Let's get some more super chats here real quick. Weird Robot with the $20 says, Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. Thank you, Weird Robot, for the $20 and Merry Christmas to you. Cole Hauser with a 2 says, Hail, my brother. What up, brother? Cole Hauser. Thank you for the 2. And Cole Hauser with another 2 says, I need that passion when we're working out, bro. Hell yeah. You'll get it. You'll get it. Golden Nuggets with the 4 months says, pray for my brother's wife. She had a faint turn today and isn't well. They have 2 young kids. They had a faint turn today. I don't know what faint turn is. What's a faint turn? She had a faint turn today? Like she passed out? She passed out and fell? That's not good. Sorry to hear that. Let's get some T's and P's and prayers for Golden Nuggets sister-in-law. It's not good. That's not good. We'll be praying. We'll be keeping her in our prayers, Golden Nuggets. Stay strong out there, man. Thank you for the 4 months. And Anjanette with a gifted FearTheBeardo membership. Thank you, Anjanette. Thank you. But yeah, man, dude, whenever I see like just a full-blown clinic, boxing clinic, like Anthony Joshua put on last night, and let's be fair, he didn't have it really in the first 2, maybe 3 rounds. Anthony Joshua, he was a little rusty. He said himself he was 15 months out of the ring. He hadn't fought in 15 months. So obviously been keeping up with the training. The dude is in incredible shape. He looks like a fucking bodybuilder out there. He's in incredible shape. But it took him about 2.5 rounds to really get locked in. And then, you know, the 4th, 5th, and 6th, he was just putting on a clinic. Putting on a fucking clinic. I love the sport of boxing. I love it. If I were younger, if I can go back, I love playing baseball. I love playing football. That's what I did. That was my entire life from the age of 4 to like from the age of 4 to 22. That's all I was doing. Baseball, football. And out of high school, I played baseball for 4 more years. Adult league fast pitch. A little bit of college. But man, if I can go back, I would love to start boxing at a young age and see, because I'm a bigger guy, 6'2", 230-ish pounds. You know, it would be fun. I just love the sport of boxing, man. And I was saying this last night on Fortnite. Boxing is a dying sport. It's a dying sport. UFC is taking over. UFC is taking over boxing. And while I love UFC, don't get me wrong, I love UFC. There's just something just like historical. There's something great about boxing. You know, such a beautiful sport. And it's so fascinating, the history and stuff. You know, like in the late 90s to the 2000s, you had the Klitschko's, you had Vitaly Klitschko, and he was the champ. And then Lennox Lewis beat Vitaly Klitschko. And then you have Vladimir Klitschko, Vitaly's younger brother, beats Lennox Lewis. So it goes from older brother to Lennox Lewis to younger brother with the belt. And then Vladimir Klitschko was the world heavyweight champion for a long time. A long time. And then Tyson Fury beats Vladimir Klitschko. Saves boxing. And then Tyson Fury goes down the wrong path. Drugs, cocaine, alcohol, gains like fucking 200 pounds. Pretty much like a dead man walking. So his title gets stripped from him. Now Deontay Wilder's the champion. Tyson Fury comes out of retirement, kicks Deontay Wilder's ass, and gets his belts back. So not only is Tyson Fury a one-time lineal heavyweight champion for beating the champ, Vladimir Klitschko, Deontay Wilder was never the lineal heavyweight champ. He was just the heavyweight champ of the world, but he didn't beat the champ to become the champ. The title was just up for grabs because it was vacated from Tyson Fury. So then, when Tyson Fury comes back out of retirement to beat Deontay Wilder, well, now Tyson Fury is technically the two-time lineal heavyweight champion because he beat the champ to be the champ twice. He beat Vladimir Klitschko to be the champ, one-time lineal heavyweight champion, and then he beat Deontay Wilder to get the belt back. So if you really look at it, he's the two-time lineal heavyweight champion. That's just fucking insane, Tyson Fury's journey. And of course, you know, in recent years, he's lost to Alexander Usyk, who, that's another guy, dude. That's another guy. Alexander Usyk, who's just got incredible training, incredible stamina and endurance. His conditioning is so fucking good, that Usyk guy. You know, love him or hate him. You know, if you're rooting for Tyson Fury and you're upset that Tyson Fury lost to Usyk twice, which the second fight, I think that Tyson Fury won that fight. The judges didn't think so, but I think everybody who watched that fight was like, yeah, Tyson Fury fucking won that fight. The second Usyk fight. But like, even if you were rooting for Tyson Fury and you're looking at this Alexander Usyk guy, he's the real deal. He's the real deal, man. Incredible conditioning, incredible training. Standing in there, you know, and Alexander Usyk's not big either. Alexander Usyk's how tall? Like 6'1", 6'2". Fucking Tyson Fury is 6'9". 6'9", 290 pounds when he's boxing. You got Alexander Usyk in here, who's let's just say 6'2". I don't even know how tall Alexander Usyk is. How tall is Alexander Usyk? 6'3". He's 6'3". So Alexander Usyk 6'3". Tyson Fury 6'9". And Alexander Usyk's in there and just giving Tyson Fury the business in the first fight. Tyson Fury went in there. He was showboating. He was cocky. He thought he was going to be easy against Usyk in the first fight. And Alexander Usyk gave him the business in the first fight. In the second fight, Tyson Fury locked in a little bit. And personally, I think that Tyson Fury should have won that second fight. But that's not how the judges saw it. So, Fury needs to be humbled again? What are you talking about? Fury's been humbled twice by Usyk. He's been humbled twice by Usyk. And I think that they're supposed to fight again come springtime, April or May. I think in April or May, they're fighting a third time, which to me is just ridiculous. There's no reason. Usyk clearly won the first one. He won the second one by decision. I don't see why Usyk would do it. I can understand why Tyson Fury would do it. Tyson Fury wants the fucking belt back. He wants to be the champ again. But there's no reason why Usyk would want to fight Tyson Fury. That's a dangerous fight for Usyk. Dangerous fight. Stepping in the ring with Tyson Fury. I don't see the appeal for Usyk to want to fight Tyson Fury again. Tyson Fury has every single reason to do it, but I don't know. But then again, last night, Anthony Joshua called out Tyson Fury. So it'll be interesting to see what Tyson Fury does if that Usyk Tyson 3 fight happens, or Tyson Fury's like, you know what, let me take care of Anthony Joshua first. We'll see. But also for Tyson Fury, there's no point for him to fight at his age and for his legacy for him to fight at right now at his age, for Tyson Fury to fight for no belt. It's not a championship fight. I don't see the purpose for Tyson Fury to do that. Tyson Fury should only be in the business right now to fight for the championship. But that's just my opinion. I'm not a boxing expert. I'm trying to learn more and get more into it the past several years. Yeah, prize fighter. Thank you. I'm no expert. But I know a little bit. I know a little bit about boxing, but I'm no expert. No, I'm not trying to be. I just find it so fascinating. Dermy Wormy with the 2 says, "Why am I awake? Why are you here, Dermy? What the fuck? What the fuck?" Thank you for the 2. Cheryl Smiles with the $5 says, "Merry Christmas. Thanks for spending time with us." Thank you for spending time with me, Cheryl. Thank you for spending time. Thank you for the $5. Appreciate it. That's Joshua's knock. He ducked Wilder and Fury at both of their primes, and we would have had legendary bouts. Yeah, and a few years ago, Anthony Joshua fought Vladimir Klitschko when Klitschko was like 41 years old and knocked him the fuck out. But that was when Anthony Joshua was like, what, how old? Like 34? He was either 33 or 34 fighting 41-year-old old man Vladimir Klitschko. And Joshua knocked him the fuck out. But that fight almost went the distance. I think it went 11 rounds. But yeah, I believe Joshua is slightly older than Tyson Fury. How old is Anthony Joshua? He's 36, and Tyson Fury is probably like 34 or 35. How old is Tyson Fury? Oh, he's 37. So Tyson Fury is just one. Sorry, I had that backwards. Tyson Fury's 37. He's 1 year older than Anthony Joshua. Just 1 year. Fury's 37. Joshua's 36. Okay. Yeah, he's 1 year younger than Tyson Fury. That fight would have been great right after the third Deontay Wilder fight. After Fury Wilder 3. Tyson Fury should have fought Anthony Joshua. And then you beat Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury can retire and ride off into the sunset. But now they're just too old, man. 37, 36. I'm sure they'll put on a good show. I'm sure it'd be a great fight if Joshua and Tyson Fury fought each other. But that's a dangerous fight for Tyson Fury. For his legacy, that's a dangerous fight for Tyson. Like I said, I'm repeating myself now, but I think Tyson Fury should only be in the business for a prize fight, for a title fight. And that'd be Usyk. But then again, I don't see the point in Usyk fighting Tyson Fury. He beat him twice. So, yeah, he doesn't need it. Tyson Fury does not need to fight Joshua. Joshua wants to fight Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury, he's after the belts. So, anyways, enough boxing talk. I could talk about boxing for forever, but anyways, let's make fun of women. That's what we do. We like making fun of women. So let's go ahead and do that. It's one of my favorite things to do on Bro Science and on Overtime. So let's go ahead and do it. This is about taking leftovers on your first date is a red flag.
Me leftover.
Here you have these two women talking with a man about, is it okay for the man who is probably paying for the meal, is it okay for the man if they don't finish their food, which, by the way, hold the phone here. If you're a grown-ass fucking man and you're going out to eat and you're paying a lot of money, because, let's face it, going out to eat at a nice restaurant is not cheap. if you're not finishing every single fucking last crumb on your plate, you need to grow the fuck up. How are you leaving leftovers as a grown-ass man? At this point, you've got 25 to 30 years. If you're in the dating range, okay, let's say 25 to 40 years, okay, for a grown-ass man. You know what you're ordering at a restaurant so you can finish the entire fucking plate. Yes, if you're a man and ain't finishing your food, you're gay. 100%. 100%. What kind of grown-ass man is going out on a date and not cleaning that fucking plate? Okay? Anyways, let's get back to the point. If you don't finish your food at the date, these women are saying it's a red flag to ask for a box and to take the leftovers home.
That's a red flag for me. Taking
the
food.
leftovers.
By the way, this chick, she has her own podcast. I don't think she's on her podcast. She's on the guy's podcast. I don't know this chick's name, but I've seen her before. She has a podcast. Gorgeous. Very hot. Very hot. Probably a whore. I don't know. Maybe she was in her past. I don't know. I'm just guessing based off of the content of her personal podcast. You know, she gets a little dicey and she plays into it. She's got big tits. You know, she's always got the cleavage out and stuff. She's hot. Smoking fucking hot. She might not be all, everything up here, but neither am I.
That's a red flag for me. Taking
the
food
leftovers.
on your first date. On your first date with someone, leave the food.
Leave the food.
I have to.
Leave the food. And this chick, I cannot stand this chick. She says some of the most ridiculous stuff. I'll just be scrolling Instagram and I'll see her fucking Instagram reels. And she says some ridiculous shit.
On your first date with someone, leave the food.
Leave the food.
I have to agree.
All right.
But who wanted to take the food? You or her?
We both didn't want it to go to waste. So I was like, do you want it? And she was like, no. And I was like, all right, I guess I'll take it. So I took it.
Smart man, buddy. You paid for the food. You paid for her food. If what she ordered is something that you might like and she didn't finish it and she don't want to take it home, fucking I'm boxing that shit up and I'm taking it home. Same thing for my food. If I didn't finish it, we want to go move on, go to a bar, or you're going to a fucking comedy club, or you're doing something afterwards, and you're running late on time, and you don't have time to finish your food, fucking box that shit up. So these women are like, that's a red flag. That's an ick. It's an ick.
There were two separate packages, right?
Lauren, can you tell us why taking the food is
Yeah, I'd love to hear this.
an ick?
It has something to do for me, like financially. I think that
Financially? What?
leftovers, when you take leftovers, it's when you're like in a relationship. As a first date, you just eat whatever you want. And if there's leftovers, you can leave them there and then you can go your separate ways.
No freaking grasp on reality. You're not paying for the meal. She's not paying for the meal, okay? It ain't cheap. It ain't cheap, okay? If you're leaving that fucking food there and I just paid fucking $50 for your fucking steak and you don't finish it, I'm taking that fucking bitch home and throwing it on the cast iron and heating it up. What are we doing? And she says it's about money, that you look cheap, that you're not financially stable. For why? I don't know. Why is that? Why is it an ick that if a man wants to take his leftovers home, it's an ick because to her, it means that he's not financially stable? What the fuck are we talking about?
It has something to do for me, like financially. I think that leftovers, when you take leftovers, it's when you're like in a relationship. As a first date, you just eat whatever you want. And if there's leftovers, you can leave them there and then you can go your separate ways.
Dude, that's wild to me. That's wild. Because I'm that guy, if I'm on a date and I finish my food and the chick didn't finish her food, I'm saying, are you going to eat that? Are you gonna finish that? No? Cool. I'm gonna finish it right now. Fuck boxing it up and taking it home for leftovers. If I'm done and she's still got food on the plate and she's not eating it and she's done, she pushes it away, I'm saying, are you gonna eat that? Because if not, I'm gonna eat it and finish it. I'm like a fucking garbage disposal, dude. I am finishing it. What are we doing here? Oh, man. I don't know, boys. I don't know. We might be chalked. We might be chalked. Here we go. Here's another one. Let's move on to this one. I mean, boys, what are you guys doing? Same? Yeah, you guys are saying same. Based. Yup, you're finishing the food. Exactly. You're finishing the food. Get in my belly. You're finishing the food. That's what you're doing. Yeah, going out to eat is too expensive nowadays. Exactly. Going out to eat at a nice dinner, it's too expensive. If you're not finishing your food, you're just letting it go to waste. You just think there's starving children in Africa who would love to have that second half of that burger that you're not eating. So, I'm going to eat it. Chelsea M says, even when we were dating, my husband would always ask if I was going to finish my food, and if not, he would always eat the rest. So yeah, this girl's ridiculous. Exactly. That's what men do. That's what men do. Especially if we're paying for it. I'm finishing my meal. And how about this? I'll take it one step further. I will take it one step further, ladies. Listen to this. Check this out. If we're going out on a date, and I'm paying for the food, and you don't finish your food, I will be insulted if you don't take it back home. Because now, for me, for the gentleman, I'm insulted. You're wasting my money. You are wasting my money. If you don't finish the food, and if you refuse to take it home as leftovers, you're throwing away my money. You are wasting my money. You don't respect me, and I'm insulted. So you're damn right that either I'm going to finish it or I'm going to take it home because I paid for that. You know what I'm saying? So it goes both ways. These women saying, "Oh, it's an ick." You're just proving me that you're not financially stable. If you want to take home, your leftovers. No, how about I'll do you one better? I'm insulted and now upset that I spent money on the food and you're not bringing it back home and you didn't finish it. Are men allowed to be upset? Seems like these women nowadays, these modern women, have all these fucking standards and icks and stuff. Oh, if he does that, that's a red flag. Oh, if he does that, that's an ick. Red flag, ick. Red flag here, ick there. Now, you know what? It's about damn time that the gentleman recognize some of the fucking icks and red flags and get upset and say, you know what? Maybe I'm not going to call you out for a second date, lady. Because I remember on our first date, you tried to waste my money and waste the food that I paid for. So you know what? I'm not calling you out for a second date. Come on, gentlemen. It's time to step up, wake up, stand your ground. Take back the reins. Take it back. We have surrendered too much power. Time to bring the power back to us. Anyways, let's get some super chats here. Metal Slave with the 19 months says the entire room is dumber after listening to her. 100%. 100%. But she is hot, though. She is hot. Mark of Reality with a $10 says, I love the hat. Is that a Horseman hat from the Rippaverse? It is indeed. It is indeed. I have a Horseman hat, but it says Horseman on the front. It has that symbol from the front of yours on the side of mine. Yeah, I think this was the first rollout. This is the Flex Fit. This is the Flex Fit one. One of my favorite hats. I love this. Love this hat. Thank you, Mark of Reality. A Mark of Reality with the 7 months says spoiled woman getting the ick when a man is thrifty. Kind of makes me want to find a woman who acts like a grown-up. Okay, yeah. How about this? How about this? Because you used the word thrifty, this came to my mind. I know you're not using thrifty in the same context here, but it just made the gears start turning a little bit. How about this? Don't women try to drag their boyfriends out of the house and say, let's go to the thrift store. Let's see what kind of antiques or stuff we can get from the thrift store. Let's go to the Goodwill and stuff. Could you imagine if a man said, oh, you're going to a thrift store? You're going to an antique, you're going to a Goodwill? Oh, well, you're showing me that you're not financially stable. That's a red flag and an ick. Sorry, I'm not going to see you anymore. Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's my point. What, are you broke? What? Oh, you want to go on a date to a thrift store? You're going out with Jessica and Tiffany and you're going thrifting and going thrift store shopping? What, are you broke? What, are you, a brokey? Sorry, ladies. That's an ick. I'm not going to call you anymore. Going to break up with you. Red flag. Could you imagine? But gentlemen, we don't do that because we don't give a fuck. We don't care. We don't care. We would rather walk into a fucking Taco Bell and see the fucking cute girl working the cash register and ask her on a date than the career prestige making $150,000, $200,000 a year, career educated woman who's probably stuck up. We would rather want to go out with the broke cashier lady from Taco Bell than be going out with the career oriented lady. And I'm not saying, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that there are exceptions to the rule, that there's some career oriented women out there who have their heads screwed on straight, still know their place in the relationship, respect their man, they're not stuck up and arrogant. Of course there are. Of course there are. But that's the exception, sadly, and not the rule. But gentlemen, you're with me on this, right? You can look at the cashier lady who's making your burrito at Chipotle and say, hell yeah, I'm going to ask her on a date. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much money they have. They could be 30 years old, still living at home with their parents. Who cares? You still do it. You're asking them out. 100%. You can fall in love on the spot. Dude, you can walk into a fucking Chipotle and see the lady making your burrito, and you just look at her, and in 3 seconds, you're like, that could be my wife. That could be my wife. I'm going to ask her out on a date. I'm going to do it. But how often do you see a woman who sees a dude who's working at Chipotle and says, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and slide them my number. Women don't do that. Right? Mark of Reality with the 7 months. Thank you for the 7 months, Mark of Reality. D. John Hayden with a 2 months says Beardo dub. Beardo dub. Thank you, D. John Hayden. Orange Johnson with a 9-month recommitment member message says a big game today. Gig'em Ags. Hail Beardo and the chat. Let's lock it in and Merry Christmas to all. Thank you, Orange Johnson, for the 9 months. Who are they playing today? Are they playing the U? Who's Texas A&M playing again? What's the schedule? Where's it at? Where's it at? Who's A&M playing today? Where are they at? Where are they at? Yeah, they're playing the U. They're playing the U. That'll be a good game. Be a good game. That'll be a good game. Thank you for the 9 months. Thank you for the 9 months. Dude, if a chick if a chick's hot and she's making you a burrito, oh, hot burrito lady, that's wifey material, bro. That is wifey material. Marker Reality with a 5 says women with law degrees, etc., compete with women who have high school diplomas for the same man all the time. And that's just the way it goes. Boys, that's just the way it fucking goes. 100%, dude. Men out there who are in your late 20s or 30s who are single, most of the time, they would rather spend their time, and time is money, time is valuable. They would rather spend their time with a young, I don't know, 21, 22, up till 25, who didn't go to university, who's not indoctrinated, who's got a good family, who's got a good relationship with her father, than a career-oriented woman who did go to university, spent way too much time trying to chase that dream job, and now is stuck up, feels entitled, and will judge the man. They're not getting the attention. And that's just how it goes. They're just not getting the attention. And for the gentleman out there, I mean, this is how, a lot of us think. And of course, there's exceptions. There's exceptions because I've dated my fair share of women who are much older than me. But like when you're looking at the biological clock and you're looking and it's like, okay, here's a chick who's 25. Here's a chick who's 32. How many babies can I have with the 32-year-old and how many babies can I have with the 25-year-old? Just science. Just biology, man. Easy. And then, and that's often how men think about it. Because you want to, you want your lineage to carry on. Thank you, Mark of Reality, for the $5. Mark of Reality with a $2 says Sydney Sweeney rebuilds cars. Just saying. Does she though? Does she though? Does she? I know it was in a commercial. Beach Dad with a Beach Dad says I was 31 when she was 20 when I met my wife. Been married 20 years. Congratulations, man. Congratulations, Beach Dad. Congratulations. Who are you guys? Crimson Raptor. What did Crimson Raptor say? Crimson Raptor says, I'm 35 and finally found God's match for me. We're getting married in 2 months. Let's fucking go, dude. Let's go. Congratulations, man. Congratulations to Crimson Raptor, man. Love to hear that. Love to hear that, dude. That's so cool. Hell yeah. All right, let's make fun of this lady. Have you guys seen this lady? You probably have. If you've been on Twitter for the past week, you guys have seen this lady. The greatest irony of our era is that women like this, who forced racial consciousness on an entire generation of colorblind young men, created the very thing that she feared the most. 10 million Nick Fuentes. Now, whether you agree with Nick Fuentes or not, I know he's got a pretty hardcore following and stuff. So he's been on Piers Morgan. He's got his podcast and stuff. He's pretty out there. Sometimes he's more mild, and sometimes he's just really over the top and says some fucking wild shit. But regardless, the point is these, and what did I say? What did I say 2 weeks ago? What did I say 2 weeks ago on Overtime with Beardo? The downfall of America will be white liberal women. And their goal has been to radicalize young whites to being ashamed of their skin color, to have this white guilt, to surrender their freedoms, their ability to be comfortable out in public, pretty much wants young whites to be betas in society, constantly apologizing, taking accountability for things that they were never responsible for in history. And what are you doing instead of what their goal was of trying to influence young whites to be hateful of themselves and their heritage? Quite the opposite has happened. We're standing up and saying, no, this isn't right. This isn't right. Racism against whites, especially white men, has skyrocketed in the past 10 to 15 years. Obviously now, and you know, on this date, every day it just gets worse and worse and worse. The blatant racism towards white people, especially white men, white Christian men, it's only getting worse. And you see people playing games like Punch the White Person, where they're live streaming. You see this on live streams where they're playing a game and they're streaming. They're like, let's go find some random fucking white person on the sidewalk, a stranger, and let's go fucking punch him and knock him out. Let's go to the fucking Target and harass somebody who's white. Let's go make an example out of the fucking white kid in school. Hey, dude, record this. I'm going to go walk up to this fucking dorky white nerd, and I'm just going to fucking beat the shit out of him unprovoked for no reason. We've all seen the videos. The knockout game. Exactly. We've all seen it. The knockout game. We've all seen it. It's worse than it's ever fucking been. And it's racism. And people get confused. They're like, oh, it's reverse racism. Reverse racism? What the fuck does that even mean? That doesn't exist. Stop saying reverse racism. It's just blatant racism. Is what it is. Like, oh, but their argument is you can't be racist against white people. The fuck you mean? That doesn't even make sense. You can't be racist against white people. What the fuck are you talking about? Racism is being prejudiced towards any kind of group based off of their skin color or their culture. So what are we talking about? Racism's racism. Thank you, John Ambler. Racism's racism. Enough with the fucking bullcrap that you can't be racist to white people. What are you talking about? You're being prejudiced against me because of my skin color. And it's because of the white liberal woman. Check this out, dude. This is some of the most absurd stuff that I have ever heard.
I'm going to be honest. I don't feel good about being white every day.
It's a smirk. It's after every point that she tries to make. They're not even points. They're just fucking bullshit statements. But she's trying to make points from her statements. And then she opens her eyes and gives this stupid fucking smirk right there. Like, I'm right. You're wrong. I am holier than thou. I am the best. She's also Jewish. There you go.
For a lot of reasons. Because it's,
Let me restart it.
I'm going to be honest. I don't feel good about being white every day. For a lot of reasons. Because it's a point of privilege. That I get to move through the world in a way that so many of my other colleagues and friends and family members of the community don't get the privilege to do.
That's just a lie. That is a blatant lie. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, dude? That is a blatant fucking lie. We have loads of examples, too many examples of successful, more successful Asian people, men and women, Indian men and women, black men and women, and white men and women, and so on. What are you talking about that you get to move in a different way? That doesn't exist. What are you talking about? Conduct yourself in a professional way as an adult. When you are a kind person, and you are behaving in a way that is functional to society, you can do anything you fucking want. It doesn't matter about your skin color. Actually, on the contrary, if you aren't white, you get more benefits. Affirmative action, college. We need a certain percentage of demographics in college because it's racism, right? It's racism. We need to have more minorities in universities, in college. So what do? They will look past. They will look past test scores, GPA, SATs. If you're a minority, you got an easier pathway into college. But if you're white, you got to meet fucking this checklist of requirements just to get in. Maybe. This doesn't exist. What she's saying, moving freely, moving in a way that others don't have, that doesn't exist. It doesn't exist.
It's a point of privilege that I get to move through the world in a way that so many of my other colleagues and friends and family members of the community don't get the privilege to do. And I'm just a female, but just a woman, just a white woman. If I was a white man, I would be functioning from a point of an even greater privilege.
Dude, this is so wild. The arrogance and stupidity. It's straight up retarded. Because you're not paying attention. She's not paying attention. Look at what's around you. Read the room. She's operating through life with horse blinders on. Why don't you just look around? It's not hard. Look around. Look at the current climate of how people in society treats white people. It's easy. It's easy. All you got to do is open your eyes and just pay attention. It's common sense. But sometimes common sense isn't so common anymore, is it, boys?
I think we're missing an opportunity when kids have a moment to reflect about how the color of their skin does and does not allow them to move through the world. Running to them and trying to stifle that and trying to say you shouldn't feel bad, so we don't want to ever expose you to something that is going to make you have to pause and have maybe some internal feelings. It's a missed opportunity for some really good dialogue.
She said a lot of words and managed to say absolutely nothing. How you doing, Lady Aaron D? How you doing, Lady Aaron D? I haven't seen you in here in a while. Hope you're good. Hope you're good. Hope you're not mad at me. Hopefully I didn't say anything that upset you. No, I'm just kidding. What up, Lady Aaron D? She said a whole lot of nothing. She said a whole lot of nothing. She's running in circles. She just repeated her previous point, but provided none examples. Provided no examples. And I want to highlight this right here.
Opportunity when kids have a moment to reflect about how the color of their skin does and does not allow them to move through the world.
Okay, so this is absolutely ridiculous because right now in public schools, depending on what state you're in, most of the time in public schools, they have courses that shame the white kids. What was that new curriculum teaching method that they were trying to push, the DEI shit? What was it called in public schools? I forget there's a term for it. I forget what it is, but they're going through courses with the kids in the classrooms, shaming CRT, critical race theory. Thank you. Critical race theory. Boom. Thank you guys. Yep. Appreciate it. Let's see real quick. I saw Lady Aaron D. Shout out Lady Aaron D. For being here. Yeah, critical race theory. They're teaching these kids to hate themselves at a young age. And they're teaching the minorities, which aren't so much minorities anymore. They're teaching them that they're better they've been oppressed, which they haven't, that they're being oppressed, that they deserve the world, that they deserve everything. They don't have to work hard for it. It should be given to them, and it should be given to them by the evil white man. And these young white kids are hearing this, and they start to hate themselves. And then they're uncomfortable because now their fucking liberal, fat, ugly fucking bitch teacher is telling and convincing these other kids in the class who might be a minority, who might not have white skin, are saying that they're better, that they should hate white people, the white kids in class, ruining friendships. Because what if, what if you had these young kids, you got a white kid and a black kid and they're best friends. Boom, they hit fucking 3rd or 4th grade. Critical race theory hits. Now the black kid's like, oh, your fucking great grandfather was mean to my great grandfather. So now I hate you. Now the kid's like, fuck. Now, so having this conversation, what she's saying makes zero fucking sense, because we're teaching the next generations, the Gen Zs, the Gen Alphas, even a little bit of the millennials, but mostly Gen Z and Gen Alpha. You're teaching them that white is bad and anything other than white is good. And you should hate yourself if you're white. Well, guess what? There's a reason why they're saying that this Gen A, Gen Alpha is based, because they're resisting it. They're pushing back. They're like, no, this is fucking gay. This is wrong. This is blatant racism. Not good. Not good. Anyways, enough of her. Enough of her. Hawk with a $5 says, finding someone to love is winning in life. Amen. Amen, brother. Magna Norse with a 5 says, this woman eats carpet like a shop vac. Oh, like, I get it. It's a lesbian joke. I get it. Phil Poole with a $2. December 19th, Baytown, Texas high school, white teen stabbed by, what was this, yesterday? Oh, you seen it. Austin Metcalf, Carmelo Anthony. Ridiculous. Mark of Reality with a $5 says, how do I use my privilege if I were white to move us to a 4-day work week? Would my evil Zionist master know? Thank you for the 5. Jeremy Wormy with a 2 says, women like this have the guilty superiority complex. Oh, 100%. 100%. That's what it is. It's the white savior complex. I, the white woman, knows better than you, the minority. So I will guide you through life with all of my experience and knowledge, because you don't know how to handle and conduct yourself properly. So I, the white woman who is holier than thou, the almighty, am going to help you, the stupid minority. If you think about it, and it doesn't take much thinking, that's racist. Just look at when it comes to the fucking voting time for fucking voting season, dude. When they're like, oh, well, we can't do voter ID. No voter ID because minorities are too stupid to get an ID. What? Who was it? Was it Nancy Pelosi or Hillary Clinton? It might have been both of them who were like, well, we have to make voting easier. Mail-in ballots. We need to make voting easier because, and voter registration. Voter registration. We need to make it easier because minorities don't know how to use computers or laptops. What? That is a real thing that they fucking said. And Kamala. You can throw Kamala in there too. Kamala, Nancy Pelosi, Hillary Clinton. I'm sure that they've all said something similar. That voter registration and voting needs to be easier because minorities don't know how to fucking do it. What the fuck are you saying? Are you hearing the words coming out of your mouth about how fucking terrible that is? Are you kidding me? And guess what? If people are too stupid, because there's fucking stupid white people out there who probably don't know how to do it either. I'll say this. If you are too stupid to know how to register to vote, if you're too fucking retarded to register to vote or to have an ID, you probably shouldn't be voting at all. Why should a fucking dumbass fucking retard, I don't care what fucking skin color you are, it could be 100 fucking white fucking retards who don't know how to register to vote. Well, you're probably too stupid to know what the fuck to vote for and to have an influence on what's going to go on as far as propositions and all these politicians who are going to be elected. So yeah, if you are a fucking retard, you probably shouldn't be fucking voting in the first place. But no, we need to make it easier for the retards to vote. That way, the more retards we get to vote, the more votes for Democrats we'll get. Because who votes for the fucking Democrats? Fucking retards. That's why they want the retards to vote. That's why these liberal leftists want to make it so easy to vote with no voter ID, voter registration, and shit like that. Just walk in. You don't even need to be registered to vote. Just fucking walk in and fill out a fucking paper. They want the retards to vote because they know the retards are going to vote for the fucking Democrats because of all of these fucking benefits and fucking make-believe fake money that they're going to get. Free money. Free this. Oh, you get your fucking food card and your food stamps and your EBT and all these fucking benefits. We're going to put you in a fucking home and the rich fucking white man's going to fucking pay for it. No, wrong. Your brothers and sisters are going to fucking pay for it. Everybody. But they pencil it in a way. They paint this fucking picture where it's like, we are going to make the white men pay. That's not what's happening, boys. That is not what's happening. So yeah, if you're retarded, you probably shouldn't vote. See ya. See ya, boys. Where are we going next? Where are we going next? Hold on, let me scroll here. I lost my place. Man, I have a lot of bookmarks. A lot of them are just hits. Here you go. Here's a Gen Alpha kid. This is what I was talking about. The radicalization. The complete opposite of what these fucking liberals are trying to do. With their fucking social justice shit. This is a young kid, man. Probably no older than 10 or 12 years old. And listen to what he says to his sister.
The kids are evolving. Ask my little brother if he believes both men and women should be drafted in World War III.
Should men and women both be drafted in the war if there's a World War III that happens?
No.
I guess. You think both should be drafted? Drafted means like you have to go.
I know what drafted is.
Oh, okay.
I mean, like, equality, I guess, so.
So you think they should, like, just drop off a form at everybody's door and be like, if your kid's over 18, they have to go to war?
Yes.
They wanted this, though.
Who did?
The women.
No, they
They
didn't.
wanted equal rights. If somebody can vote, they can vote. If someone goes to war, which is hard, someone goes forward.
Yeah, but men are bigger, so then they're like,
So like now you're being sexist.
What? No.
So like in theory you're right, but in
No.
theory it could also be wrong. You're a sexist girl.
Okay.
Dude, this little kid's a stud, man. This kid is a stud. He knows what's up, man. He is using their logic against them. Yes, this is great. Selective feminism. 100%, dude. Selective feminism. Base, dude. Using their logic against them. You want all the benefits with none of the accountability. None of the accountability. When young men turn 18, what do you have to do, boys? We've all done it. Gentlemen in the chat, if you're over 18, what do you have to do? Sign up for the selective service. Have to. You have to. They'll come knocking at your fucking door if you don't. Selective service. We all did it. In a crisis, and if there is a war, and the draft was necessary, they have your information, they know where you're at, and they can select you to the draft. That's why this logic with the voting and stuff, women don't have to do that. That's why it can be dangerous when you have these women who all they're thinking about is what politician is going to allow me to kill babies? What politician is going to allow me to have as many abortions as I want to? Well, you're not thinking clearly. You're thinking stupid. You're not thinking for the betterment of America. You're voting off, like, you're voting poorly. And your poor voting habits will have massive repercussions against young men who are military age. The women who voted for their poor voting habits, no accountability, no repercussions. It's just an oopsie. Uh-oh, World War III? Oopsie, go fight the war, men. Oopsie, because I voted wrong. Now the men got to go to war. There's no skin in the game. You wanted all of these rights and equality, which you always had in the first place. You always had in the first place. But now it's this viral thing that everybody knows and does and talks about. You shamed men for opening the door for you. You shamed men for pulling out your chair for you to help you sit down. You shame men for being men and being chivalrous. The whole Me Too movement, where a man can't even try to flirt with a girl, or now that's predatory. Now I'm going to record your face, put it online, and ruin your fucking life. Because a man was just trying to be nice and try to ask you on a date, tell you that you're pretty, maybe try to buy you a drink, get to know you. But since the woman wasn't interested, now you have a phone and you can, in seconds, pull up a camera, make fun of the guy, say that he harassed you, and ruin his fucking life. In the court system, you're married, you have kids, women, what's the statistic? Like 90% of the time, women are the one that initiate divorce. So the woman got married, had kids, initiated the divorce. The husband didn't want the divorce. The husband wants to work on it. The woman initiated the divorce, takes him to court, and takes everything that the man fucking had. But the man wanted nothing to do with it. The man wanted to work, go to therapy, wanted to try harder. So there's all of these privileges that women have with no repercussions and no accountability. This kid is fucking based. Yeah, if there's World War III, women should be drafted. It's what you wanted. It's what you asked for. That's why you see men, not me, because I still like to be chivalrous. I still like to be a gentleman. Where if you're on a monorail or a public transportation, like, you know, I go to Disneyland or Disney World sometimes and they have monorails and stuff and there's seats in there. You know, you see a woman walk in and you're sitting down and there's no seats left and a woman walks in after you. I stand up and I say, here you go, have a seat. I'll stand and hold on to the rail. But that's not what happens a lot or often anymore. You see men sit down and they're like, I'm not giving up my seat. You can stand. We're equal. You want to be a man? You want to be treated like a man? Well, I'm going to talk to you like a man and I'm going to treat you like a man. So you can stand. And that's how some of these young men are handling this. Because women want to be men so bad. They want to be treated like a man. Okay, well then I'm going to talk to you like a man. I'm going to approach you and treat you like a man because you want to be a man so bad. So when a woman is ladylike, absolutely, gentlemen, be gentlemanly. That's a word, right? Gentlemanly. Yes, bingo. And some are going overseas to find women. 100%, dude. Passport bros. That's why they exist. Because you go to some of these other foreign countries, like Japan, Mexico, down in South America. You go to Brazil, Argentina, Chile. That's where you find traditional women who know their place in the relationship. Because there's a saying that I like to say, because these modern women have become so obsessed with proving that they can do everything a man can do. That's not the purpose. That's not the point. Women are supposed to be so awesome and badass that they can do everything that a man cannot do. Everything that a man cannot do is what women can do. That's cooler. That's more badass. I'm not impressed if a woman can do everything a man can do. I'm impressed when I see a woman who can do everything that I cannot do. That's cool. So yeah, that's where you get the passport bros. Traditional women who are worth the time, who are worth being chivalrous for, where the men want to give, want to provide, want to support, want to protect. Because some of these liberal women who are all about equality and I'm just as good as a man and I don't need no man, when push comes to shove, when it comes to danger time, you better fucking believe that they want a man there to protect them. And the worst part is when you see these couples in a relationship and the woman dominates the relationship, emasculates the man. I'm better than you. I make more money than you. So I don't respect you as much, but they're still in a relationship. Whatever, so be it. But then when it comes time to danger time, when there's an unwanted man flirting with the girl, or you know, something sketchy or dangerous. It's late at night, you're walking down the street and you see somebody that, you know, you don't trust, you don't know them, see a stranger walking down there looking a little sketchy. The woman expects the man to, you know, step up, protect me. But where were you when your man wanted to be a man, wanted to be chivalrous for you? What did you do? You shamed him. Because you're better than him. Because it's not just about equality anymore. We've gone through stages of this feminism. We've gone through waves where it was about equality, voting rights, and, you know, we all know the truth about voting rights. All men didn't get voting rights until damn near the same time that women got the right to vote. You had to be a property owner, you had to own property, and be a man to vote. All men didn't get the right to vote pretty much around the same time that all women did. So there's that. Anyways, it's not about just being equal to some of these liberal fucking crazy women. It's about being better. You're higher. The hierarchy, they want to be top dog. But when it comes to danger time, protect me. Well, why should I? Why would I? You're just as strong and powerful as I am. I'm a bum, right? I'm a bum. Treat me like shit, disrespect me in front of my friends, in front of family. So yeah, this kid's based, man. This kid's based. Use their logic against them. Absolutely use their logic against them. Anyways. And the women that I'm talking about right now is women like this. Check this out. I'm sure you guys have seen this before. Dude is, there's no volume on it. So this is at a bar. I can't tell. It looks like this might be at an airport. I can't tell. But man, yeah, Nashville. Thank you. Nashville International Airport. Thank you, eyeballs. I just found it. This dude is fighting for his fucking life. Fighting for his life. Oh, there is volume. Public humiliation. Public humiliation. Dude, gentlemen, never. First of all, gentlemen, never put up with this. Walk away. Walk away. Ladies, do not do this. Do not do this to your man. There is a time and place. If there is a true gripe that you need, that you feel the necessity to have a stern conversation with your man, and they do exist, never, ever do it in public. Never. Never do this to your man in public, not in front of his friends, not in front of his family, and especially do not do it in front of your friends, the girl's friends. Don't do it. Do not do it. Complete disrespect, emasculation. Don't do it. Exactly. She's not his mother. He's not a child. If a lady feels the need to do this to their man behind closed doors, if he truly fucked up or something, he fucked up, did something bad, fucked up, whatever, you're truly agitated and the woman, you feel like you need to give him a talk behind closed doors in private. Don't do this. Because now this is online. Guess who's seen this? Publicly. And it's not like she was the one recording it. This is just some fucking random stranger at the bar at the airport who's filmed this and posted it because, first of all, it's embarrassing, dude. This is public humiliation. So now guess who's seen it? His boss has seen it. His colleagues, his friends, his family, his mom has seen it. And now where's the respect gone? Oh, well, this man is letting this, let's face it, fucking thumb-looking fucking that bitch fucking humiliate him. All the respect is gone. Yes, 100% Lady Aaron D. And don't do it in front of your kids either. 100%. Do not do it in front of the kids. Don't do it at the dinner table. Don't do it at the dinner table. Don't let your kids fucking see that. You do it behind closed doors. 100%. Man and gentlemen, hopefully you haven't been there. But I think that there's probably a lot of us who have been this guy, unfortunately, where you don't know what to do. You're just sitting there. You're trying not to make any more of a scene. You're just quiet. And you're just hoping and praying. Please stop soon. Stop soon. Stop soon. End it soon. Just please be quiet. Please be quiet. You're embarrassing me. They're going to kick us off of our flight. We're going to be on a no-fly list for a few weeks. Exactly. Just burying the rage. Just completely defeated. Don't know what to do. You're out in public. Because in society, she can yell at him all she wants. Nobody bats an eye. But if he turns around and snaps at her and starts yelling at her for embarrassing him, then everybody goes crazy. It's like the Joker. It's like what the Joker said in The Dark Knight. She can yell at him all she wants. Nobody bats an eye. If he were to snap and yell back at her, well, then everybody's going to lose their fucking mind. Anyways, let's get some super chats, boys. Don't do that. Ladies, don't do that. Don't do that to your man out in public. Don't do it. ACC with the $20 says, I'm with Beardo today. Thank you for the 20. Emily Kruger with the 2 says, happy Saturday. Happy Saturday to you, Emily. AD the Demon Slayer with a 5 gifted fee. The Beardo memberships. Thank you. Sancho with a 2 says, hell yeah, spit facts, Beardo. I love it. Thank you, Sancho, for the 2. Natch, woo, or Nate. I'm gonna restart that. I'm gonna restart that. Nate says, woo, with a $5. Says, Beardo, you are 100%. I've held doors open and had women look back and say, I don't need you to fucking open my door. Chivalry died with feminism. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. 100%. Or the worst part is when you open the door for somebody, and it doesn't even necessarily to be to a woman. It could be to a family. It could be for another guy who's like, you guys got to the door just right at about the same time, so you open it and let him in. Yeah, sure, go right in. The worst part is when you open the door for somebody, doesn't matter who it is, and they don't say thank you. Boom. We said it at the same time, Mark. We said it at the same time. And they don't say thank you or acknowledge you. Yep. And they don't say thank you. 100%. And they don't even say thank you. That's the worst. That's the worst. When you're trying to be polite, you're trying to be kind. Hey, how's it going, person? How's it going, stranger? You coming in too? Let me open up the door for you. You have a good day. And they're just like, fuck you. They don't say nothing. Yeah, me too. I like to practice this too, John Abler. I open the door in general to anyone, to whoever. And you open the door for somebody and they don't say thank you. Unless you're WG, who just dropped the $50 and says thank you. What up, WG? How you doing, brother? How you doing, WG? Freaking legend right there. Says thank you. Thank you, WG, for the $50, man. Appreciate it. Much appreciated. Thank you, Nate Woo, for the $5. D-Day Pierce. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's Jeremy on Pierce Morgan. That's not good. That's bad. Not good. Not good. Smegheads with the 2 says they want equality. They lose chivalry. Fair trade. That's what happened. That's what they asked for, right? Chivalry's dead, man. Women aren't ladylike anymore. So why am I going to treat you like a lady? If you're acting like a man, why am I going to treat you like a lady if you want to be treated like a man? Oh, it's because they want to be treated like a man and a lady at the same time. I'm better than you. I'm either equal or better than you, but I still want you to pay for my dinner. I still want you to pay for my nails. I want you to pay for my new shoes. I want you to buy me jewelry. I want you to bring me flowers. I want you to mow the lawn. Take out the trash when I fucking say. Oh, when push comes to shove, I'm just as good as you or better. What are we fucking doing here, boys? What are we fucking doing here? What are we doing here? There's an easy lesson to be learned. Ladies, if you're talking to your man like a man, he's going to talk to you back like you're a man. And guess what? You're not going to like it because he's going to be better at it than you. Because he is a man. Unless you're a fucking beta pussy bitch. But for the most part, if you are a true grown adult man and you find a woman, girlfriend, wife, whatever, and they start talking to you like a man, the man is going to talk back to you like you're a man. And you're not going to like it, the lady, you're not going to like it because he's going to do it 10 times better than you. That's why there's beauty in being feminine and being soft and talking softly, being sweet. Because when a woman is sweet to a man and also puts out, when a woman puts out for a man and is sweet and loving, you're going to get a lot more out of that man. And boobs. Yes, and boobs. Exactly. Yeah, boobs. Thank you. Lady Aaron D says Beardo is correct. 100%. 100%. Women, be soft, gentle, sweet, and put out. And you are going to get that man to fucking run laps, dude. You're going to get that guy to fucking do anything you want. But when you're stern and you talk to him like a man, he's going to talk back to you like a man, and you're not going to like it because he's better at it than you. You're not going to get him to do anything. He's like, fuck that. I'm going to go out to the fucking bar with Kyle and fucking drink some beers. Oh, you want me to do some housework? And you yelled at me and told me that I was no good because I didn't do X, Y, and Z? Oh, that's cool. I'll do it tomorrow. I'm going to go out to the fucking bar and get some beers and watch the football game. But you give him a little bit of titty and you're sweet to him and you tickle his back, you'll get all those fucking chores done. You'll get everything you want done. With a little bit of titty and a little bit of sweetness, you'll get fucking everything done. Just being honest, boys. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just being honest. Tyler, dude, you almost fucking made me spit out my fucking drink. Just bang her sister. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. That is fucking hilarious, dude. You almost fucking made me choke. You almost killed me, bro. That was funny. Nate Wu with another 2 says, remember, be a good man, but never be the nice guy. Oh, 100%. 100%. You guys are bringing up good topics. You guys are just keeping me going, dude. Yeah. I mean, it's a saying as old as time that's not true. That is true. It's a saying as old as time that is true. Nice men finish last. Women don't want the nice guy. They want a good guy who's an asshole. That's what women want. And if women say that that's not true, they're lying. They're lying to themselves and they're lying to you. Women want a good guy who has the ability to be a fucking asshole. Be a good man. Be a good man. But have the ability, have it in you to be a fucking asshole. Stand your ground. Self-respect. When somebody talks back to you, when somebody talks back to your brother, talks back to your mom, talks back to your girl, have the ability to stand your fucking ground, tell them to fuck off, and to be a threat. That's what women want in a man. They don't want the fucking nice guy who's doing fucking stupid, let's face it, girly shit. No. No, they don't want the fucking sweet guy who's always doing the fucking best, nicest fucking things all the fucking time. No. No. Women want a good guy who has the ability to be a fucking asshole. And that's just how it is. Don't hate me for saying it. I'm just telling the truth here. Don't hate me for saying it. And to be honest, for some men, that takes longer to learn than others. It takes longer to learn than others. Sometimes you have to practice it. And there's an awakening. There is an awakening. And it sometimes with men, it happens when you're a young man, when you're in high school, as early as then, and you realize it. And sometimes it doesn't happen until much later, when you're in your 20s or 30s, and you realize that, when you have to have the controlled aggression. Like Jordan Peterson said, you want to be a warrior in a garden. You don't want a fucking gardener in a fucking war. But a warrior can make his place in the garden. Be a good guy, but have the absolute ability to be a fucking asshole. And that's just the truth, boys. ACC with the $20 says, I'm so glad I'm single and want to stay that way. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, dude. Get yourself a dog. Get yourself a dog. Drink some beers. Sit on the couch and play some video games. And go to the gym. Go to the fucking gym. But the lady will come. The lady will come. Vault 95 with the 199 says, overtime is the manly way to start the weekend. I fucking love it. I fucking love it. See, Ladybug's a nice, pretty lady, and she agrees with Beardo. See, look at that. Mark. And take a shit. And take a shit. Vault 95, thank you for the 199 and the true words. ACC with another 20. This is why men enjoy their free time. It's golden. Yeah. Going to the gym, barbecuing, smoking up some meats, playing video games, watching sports, drinking a beer, hanging out with the boys. And it's easy, man. Simple shit. Simple shit. General Duality with the $2 says, I hope everyone has a great weekend in Hale. I hope you have a great weekend too, man. ACC with the $50 says, pro tip on the first date, always walk behind the woman and open the door for her at the restaurant so that you can ditch her if you're already tired of her. This is true. This is true. Oh, there's also it's a joke. It's a joke. Unless you're being serious, but you're joking. But there also is little things, boys, gentlemen. There's also little things that you can do on a date that if the woman, how do I want to say this? If you do want to be chivalrous to the woman and the woman deserves for you to be chivalrous towards her, there are tricks. There are tricks, boys. When you open the door, you put your hand on her hip and don't push her, don't fucking shove her, but open the door, put your hand on her hip and, just guide her in. Touch her hip while she's going through the door. because now you're initiating that physical contact. Now you guys have now you've touched her. You're not grabbing her fucking ass, but you put her like on her waist or on her hip. Now you've created some physical contact. So now it's not going to be awkward on like a hug or a kiss. It's not awkward anymore because you've initiated that first initial contact, physical touch. Also, when you pull out her chair, touch her arm, and guide her down into the seat, and then push her in, and have your hand on her shoulder. More physical contact, and psychologically, that woman's more comfortable with you now. You know what I'm saying? So when it goes time to initiating further physical contact, physical touch, like a kiss or something like that, it's not taboo or weird because you've already initiated that a little bit of physical touch. Just a little tip for you gentlemen out there. Just a little tip. This is free advice. There's people that pay for this advice, by the way. Smegheads with a $2 says, ask Nora Vincent what it's like to live as a man. Was that the feminist who went to the Middle East? Or no, this was the feminist that transitioned, right? And wound up Minecrafting? Is Nora Vincent the feminist who she was the trans and pretended to be a man and wound up Minecrafting, right? Yeah, that's her. Lesbian feminist Nora Vincent pretended to be a man and wound up Minecrafting. Yeah. Because men have it so easy, right? Thank you, Smegheads, for the $2. Dr. Gordo with a $2 says, Merry Christmas to you and the chat. Thank you, Dr. Gordo, for the $2. Merry Christmas to you, man. Spirian with a 5 says, this is your best stream, Beardo. You just telling the raw truth. That's all I do, man. That's all I do. I appreciate you, Spirian. Thank you. Appreciate you. Do you mean this is my best stream as an overtime in general or this specific overtime? Today's been a great show. I felt really good. You guys have been really engaging and sparking some good conversations, man. This has been great. Darth Manic with a 5 says, Beardo's manly talk can turn a straight man gay. It's powerful. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? What the fuck is that supposed to mean? Thank you, Darth Manic with the $5. Experience is just overtime in general. Okay, I got you. Keep going, Beardo. Keep going. Well, let's see here. I mean, this is just going to get you upset. This is, I want to find something a little bit more uplifting. That's not too, okay, we can do this one. There was one that was going to get us really upset. Should we do the one that's, I don't know. Do you guys want to be upset? I don't know. This one will piss you off. We can. I don't want to ruin it, but we can do something to piss you guys off. We can do that. So this lady, this feminist fucking retard, wearing a red hat that's a play on words for a MAGA hat. It says, make racism wrong again. This lady, I'm sure you've seen this story. This idiot right here on the left, goes to a Target. There's this old lady here, who's probably retired, who just needs something to do. She's bored at home. She just needs something to do to give her life some purpose. Old lady who's working at a Target, and you guys been to Target. All you need to do is the work attire at Target is just wear a red shirt. Just wear a red shirt and you're good. This lady is wearing a red freedom shirt with an American flag. It's a Charlie Kirk memorial shirt. It's a Charlie Kirk shirt in memoriam of Charlie Kirk. This fucking retarded fucking dumb bitch harassed her, recorded her, and just shamed her for wearing a Charlie Kirk shirt. And real quick, before we get into this topic, let me take a quick pee. I'll be right back. We've been going almost 2 hours. I haven't taken a pee yet. Let me go take a pee. I'll be right back. All right, boys, we're back. Sorry. Need to take a quick piss. Quick piss. Molten diarrhea. Not yet. Not today. I did not have diarrhea this morning. My shit this morning was very firm. Anyways, where were we? Here we go. So let's paint the picture again. This crazy white liberal woman decides it is her right, her duty. It is her responsibility to shame an elderly woman for supporting Charlie Kirk, a man who was assassinated on the world stage. So here we go.
Why?
They let you wear that shirt here?
Yes.
So
Why? Why are you taking my picture?
why are you wearing that shirt? You're working. It's not a
It's a
Target
red
shirt.
shirt. I can wear any red shirt.
It's not a plain shirt.
It doesn't have to be
It's a Charlie Kirk shirt.
Yes. Oh, yes, I know.
Are you fucking stupid?
No.
This is so frustrating, dude. This is so... It boils my fucking blood that this innocent old lady who's a patriot, probably retired, probably a grandmother or a great-grandmother, is being harassed by a dumb fucking liberal bitch. And the nerve for this lady to ask her elder, are you fucking stupid? Gosh, man. Holy shit. It makes me so fucking angry. Makes me so fucking angry.
Why the fuck would you wear that? You're at work at Target. That's not a Target shirt.
There's a time and place to use vulgar language. There is a time and place. If I'm just talking to myself on a podcast and it's my fucking podcast, whatever, like, I have a potty mouth. I love saying fuck. Okay? It's one of my favorite words to use. Fuck is a very versatile word. It's a good word. But there's a time and place. There's a time and place. Why are you... I would never, unprovoked, go up to an elder and start using the F word with them. I would never, unprovoked. Now, if an elder went up to me and started shooting the fucking business with me and had a problem with me, I might use fuck in a conversation with an elderly person who's got a problem with me. But unprovoked, This young lady who's an idiot, this young lady unprovoked to a very kind, sweet person who's just working, doing their job just to make a little bit of extra money in retirement. Unprovoked, using vulgar language. Nah, dude. No way. No fucking way. That is insane and uncalled for.
It's not a plain red shirt. You support a racist.
Here we go. Haha. You support a racist. No, stop it. Stop it. Just stop. Just stop.
It's not racist.
You support a racist.
He's not a racist.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
Yes, he fucking is.
I'm sorry, but I'm not going to stand here and argue with you.
You're not. You should go
over
get
it.
your manager. You should not be allowed to wear that at work. Unacceptable. Unfucking acceptable.
That's your opinion.
No, the opinion is he.
She handles it so good. God bless her heart. God bless her heart. I wish that there was a donation link. I wish there was something to help this lady out, because I don't think Target did anything. I know that this lady, this mother of balls, Michaela Ponce, she did get fired. The retarded fucking liberal bitch got fired. She got fired. She does have a link. She has a link. Someone set it up for her. Love it. There's a link for her. Well, that's great. That's great. I love it. She has over $100,000 in donations. Love it. Love it. So I'm glad that she has a donation link to support her. But this retarded liberal woman right here, she did get fired from her job. Swift justice. Swift justice. Anyways, this nice old lady, she handled this perfectly. She handled this so well. Kind, with a smile on her face, stood her ground, said, well, if that's your opinion, he's not a racist. I'm not going to have this conversation with you. Have a nice day. You know, pretty much.
That's your opinion.
No, the opinion is he's a fucking racist and you support him.
That's your opinion, ma'am. Have
And
a
you
nice
shouldn't.
day.
You should not be allowed to wear that. This is
nice
going to be taken above your fucking head. That's insane.
Have a
Insane.
nice day.
In fucking insane. Piece of shit.
Calling an old lady, like, who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck do you think you are, Michaela Ponce? You fucking dumb, dense bitch. Seriously, dude. Yes, TDS, of course TDS, but geez Louise, man. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And I don't know Target's politics. I know Target did some gay shit a few years ago where they had fucking gay, trans fucking shit for June kids clothing. So I know that Target has done some gay shit. But dude, if you're Target, I don't know their politics, but man, it would be so cool if Target's like, yeah, you know what? If the employee wants, we're going to be giving away free red Charlie Kirk shirts to our employees who want to wear it in the store. How fucking based would that be? How based would that be? If Target's like, hey, if you want to rep a red Charlie Kirk shirt on the house, we're handing them out to anyone who wants to wear them. That would be so fucking based. But unfortunately, Target, I don't think that they would do that, but I'm just playing make-believe right now. How fucking cool would that be? But anyways, I knew that was going to get your guys' blood boiling there. What a dumb bitch. But I do think that Michaela Ponce, I believe she lost her job. I believe. Anyways. Let me see. Let me see here. Should we end it there? Should we goon? Should we goon? There's been a little bit of this going around. We'll goon. We'll finish off the stream with gooning. We'll finish off the stream with gooning. Avatar 3. I lost my train of thought there for a second. went blank. It happens often. Avatar 3. Popular right now. Talk of the town. People are excited about Avatar 3. And the ladies understood the assignment. The ladies understood the assignment. They're out here. They're out here doing the damn thing. The ladies are out here doing the damn thing. They understood the assignment. Yeah, boys. Yeah. Oh, I got more. I got more. Just wait. Just you wait. There's this one individual here. She's in the Christmas spirit. She's in the Christmas spirit. And I'm a fan. I'm a fan. Boys, gentlemen, come on, be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself right now, gentlemen. Would. Be honest. Be honest with yourself. Do not fucking lie to yourself. Would. Exactly like this. Exactly like this. Change nothing. Change absolutely nothing. Would. Come on, boys. If you're saying no, you're lying. And I don't care if you lie to me, but don't lie to yourself. That's the worst. You would. You would. And she also, I believe she also has an Avatar one. She has an Avatar one. So let's finish off with gooning to that. Here we go. There, Varang. The fire tribe cosplay avatar. This is the same Grinch lady. Yeah. She's got more, boys. She's got more. Ooh. Ah! Fuck. There it is. Varang. Not marriage material. Nobody said that this was marriage material. But, you know, maybe you fool around for about 3 months. You know. Yeah. Would. Attaboys. See, this is why the Bearded Society is the best. Because we think alike. That's why the Bearded Society is the best. All right, let's finish up with some super chats here. New Son of Earth with a 5 month says, I agree that overtime is your best stream. It's good to see you not being yelled at by Mike, and your takes are very wise. Keep it up, my man. Thank you, New Son of Earth. I appreciate that. Thank you, boys. Spirian with a $5 says, do more conspiracy theory stuff like you said you would do, like all the cool moon stuff. We can do that. We can do that. There's gonna be people who are gonna think that I'm fucking retarded and I'm stupid. But the moon stuff is interesting, man. The moon stuff is interesting. My good friend Jed. You guys know Jed, formerly known as Hollywood Scholar, now Endless Frontiers. My good friend Jed. Me and him have had conversations about the moon. And I can tell you, without him actually, you know, saying it, thinks that I'm fucking retarded for some of my space and moon takes. I love Jed. Jed's a great guy. Yes, Ginger Jesus. We've talked about the moon. We've talked about the moon landing. We've talked about space and stuff. He's never flat out said it to my face. But I know what he's thinking up here. He thinks that I'm a fucking moron retard when it comes to my thoughts on the space, on the moon landing and stuff. But we can do it. We could do it. But, you know, whatever. It is what it is. Love Jed. Jed's a good dude. Bama Rammer with a $5 says, Beardo, did you watch any of the Bama Oklahoma game? It was an epic comeback. I didn't. I was live streaming on Jay's Avatar stream last night, and then we played Fortnite afterwards. So I did not watch any of the Alabama game, unfortunately. I heard it was a good one. Bama Rammer with another 5 says, I know you stated you won't wear an Eagles hat. What about an Alabama hat? My #1 watched YouTuber. I'm your number one watched YouTuber in 2025? Really? I'd rock a Bama hat. I would rock a Bama hat. I would. But it's got to be a New Era 5950, and I wear a 7.5. Fitted. Fitted 7.5, 5950 New Era hat. I would rock an Alabama hat. I would. If you sent me one, I would wear it. Thank you for the $5, Bama Rammer. Smegheads with a 10 says, good ending, though. This old lady was nice in the interview, saying she didn't want the lady that gave her shit to lose her job. Plus, she got over $200,000 from Give, Send, Go. I love it. I love it. That's so cool. Real quick, we got some big super chats here. We got a 50 from Mark of Reality. Says, again, love the hat. I want one like it. Hit up Rippa. I don't know if they're making these ones anymore. But this is one of my favorite hats that Rippa's put out. Love it. Nice flex fit. Simple look. I love it. Razor Burn with a 6 month says, Salty Cracker reported that Karen had to write a public apology to her work and Target, and then still got fired. Love it. I love it too, man. Thank you for the 6 months. Maps go on the wall with a $5. Her husband needs to catch one over that. I don't know what that means or what that's referring to. I'm sorry. But thank you for the $5. Maps go on the wall. Nate Woo with a $5. This is a case of liberal woman brainwashed and trying to get internet clout from strangers because she's hit the wall. There are many more too. I'm sure that, dude, yeah, everywhere. Freaking everywhere. Linko Kenobi with a 13 months says, what's up, Beardo? Thanks for the gift and membership. Anyways, just arrived at work. Love your channel. You're doing great. See you Christmas week 199. Thank you, Linko, for the 13 months. Thundarius with a 2 says, I know something else that grew 3 sizes that day. I get that joke. It is a good joke. Fill my Kraken with a 1 month. This was a great stream today. Merry Christmas to you in the chat. Thank you for telling it how it is. Always. That's what you get from Overtime with Beardo. Great show. I love Overtime with Beardo. Thank you guys for thank you, Fill My Kraken, for the 1 month. Sensei Pause RJ says, LOL, you curse after old man Jeremy. Well, this is true. I do curse Jeremy. But he starts it. He's always starting it and instigating it. Thank you for the $5, Sensei Pause. Spirian with a 2 says, we have 2 moons currently. I haven't heard that one. I have not heard that one. That one's interesting. Garfield's Bizarre Adventure with a $5 says, I'm still kicking myself for not getting the original Horseman hat. I think Ripa doesn't have any more left for sale. Maybe a few left for conventions. Don't know. I don't know the answer to that one. Don't know. What up, Cassie Silva? I see Cassie Silva in the chat. How you doing? How you doing, Cassie? Good morning. ACC with a 20 says, woman training glutes makes me happy. I got a flute. Hell yeah. I get what you're saying there. Big Giggity with a $5 says, much love, brother. Hell yeah. Much love to the Bearded Society and to you guys. All right, boys. We're going to go ahead and call it there. We're going to wrap it up. 2-hour show today. Love it. Love to see it. We got college football today. We also have NFL. We got some big college football playoff games today. And also, we got 2 NFL games, 5 o'clock and 8 o'clock Eastern time. So you guys have a good one. You guys have a great rest of your day. I don't know if I'm going to go live tonight. It's a strong maybe. That I will go live tonight for some video games, but I'm not too sure. So don't hold me to that, but make sure that you guys are subscribed. We're almost at 10,000. I've hit like a plateau. Where am I at right now? I've hit a plateau almost. Yep, I'm at 9,689. I cannot get to that 9,700. I can't do it. 9,700. I've hit a plateau. So please, guys, make sure you guys are subscribing so we can hit 10,000 soon, because that'd be really cool. But anyways, enough about that. Darth Gavel with the 6 months says, mother of ball lickers was arrested for disturbing the peace. Karma is beautiful. I love to hear it, man. Love to hear it. Swift, instant karma. All right, boys. Well, we might be live tonight. I don't know, but you guys enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Hang out with friends, family, cook something up, go to the gym, barbecue, play some video games, watch some football, hang out with your loved ones, and we will see you guys on the next stream, whenever it is. So appreciate you guys. Shout out to the Bearded Society. Love you guys. Stay safe out there, and we'll catch you guys on the next Fear the Beardo or Geeks and Gamers live stream. Goodbye, everybody.
Make it shine.